inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Hello, hello, sailors. Hold on, let me turn this on. Hello. How is everybody? Honestly, I need to stop turning shit down in the app and turn it down in OBS. We've been streaming on here for fucking how long? Ugh, Jesus. Jeez. Absolute craziness. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? How we all doing? I had to take my hand off my hip too. Damn, that's crazy. What are we up to today? What are we up to today? It is Thursday. I was about to say it's Wednesday, my dudes, but it's not Wednesday. I don't know why. I have been thinking that it is fucking Wednesday all day today. I believe I now hit 5 years of volunteering. Congratulations. That is a big milestone. It's fucking awesome. Okay. Alright. Loud car. Oh, okay. We rarely get loud cars around here, so I was like, what the fuck? What was that? Oh, man. But, anyways. Anywho. Here, let me turn this down, too. Alright, cool. Some of you, I saw Anime North, which was very exciting. I love being able to see all you guys. It is so much fun being able to go to meet and greets and go to cons and seeing people because oh, is I cannot go to cons anymore, unfortunately. It is, trust me, it is great exposure therapy. Absolutely. But I've tried for a while now to get back into cons and like back into like large group settings. And the hypervigilance does not like let me enjoy myself. It is very emotionally exhausting to go to a con, and physically exhausting as well because I'm like a tweaker, man. Like I don't know how else to say it. I'm straight up tweaker mode where I'm like looking at like everyone, everything, who's that, what are they doing, like everybody's safe, where's the exits, like I can't. So being able to like just like be at a booth, not have to worry about like people and like running into people and stuff like that is great. I absolutely love it. And I get to watch like all the awesome like cosplayers and like see it was so cool. It was genuinely so cool. I loved it. I loved it. Um yeah, I don't know. I listen, that's probably not politically correct to call myself a tweaker, but listen, I don't know how else to describe the hypervigilance. I would say, okay, a good middle ground between like, let's say like a concert or a con is like Costco. Okay, Costco trip. Even though I love my Costco hot dogs, man, there are sometimes a Costco trip will take me out for like the entire fucking day just because it's just like so fucking exhausting. Because just the amount of people. It's not ADHD. It's actually PTSD. Um, it's hypervigilance. Like, okay, how do I best describe this? Just imagine, right? Okay, imagine that you are like a security guard, or no, actually a lifeguard. A lifeguard is even better. You know how lifeguards, like, have you ever watched them? They do like this like survey thing where they're like up, down, they're like looking all around. They have to have like a certain, like they have to scan the pool a certain amount of times. They do like I don't know. Okay, you just gotta watch it. Just look up like a lifeguard survey or something. You'll see what I mean. That's essentially what I do when I go into a big group. I'm like literally looking at everyone, everything, where are the exits? Is there something going on that I need to know about? This person is making me feel uncomfortable. But it's like, yeah, so it is very mentally taxing to be able to do that. Thank you for the follow, thank you. You see it with Secret Service and me. Yes, okay, yeah, so something similar to that. Except I am not Secret Service. I just have a wild case of spicy nostalgia that unfortunately 6 years of therapy has not been able to correct. so, so here we are. I have to like pick my events very I don't know. I've got to pick them like she doesn't want us to know she, no, I'm not a fed. please, I'm not a fed. No. No, yeah. In some cases, it's really good. Like, I am great. If like, my friends, they leave their kids with me, trust me, dude. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody getting past this shit, okay? I gotta unlock. But, at the same time, it is, it's kind of sad, because I would love to be able to go to cons. I'd love to be able to go to concerts again. Just small concerts. Like I went to Coetzel in Petco Park, but like on the lawn side of Petco Park, and that was good. That was a good middle ground. I still stood towards the back. I still stood towards the back. Conveniently where the where the cops were, which made it even funnier, right? Because if you've ever watched Coetzel in person, he's a country artist. He gives like zero fucking shits. He straight up talks about like doing stuff that is not necessarily legal, and like watching the cops' reaction was pretty good. But yeah, well, we gotta see. No, I'm not a fed. I'm not a fed. Please. Listen. I know I can't escape the PSYOP allegations. I get it, okay? But at the same time, alright, I've got until fucking November. In November is the official, like, date of my DD-214 kicking in, okay? Right now I'm still in active reserves. Okay, I still have, like, some time. Where it's like, not quite free, but, like, we're almost there. Okay, we're almost there. On that day, we will have a fucking party. Okay, we're gonna have a fucking party. Micro should be please stream. Oh man, is this a bad time to say I'm a recovering Catholic? If anybody knows that joke. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, all the Sunday school. Thank you for the follow, Maticus. All the Sunday school. Bro. My mom was literally talking about that the other day. She was like, excuse me. So sorry. She was like, yeah, I remember the one summer I signed you and your brother up for Catholic school for Bible study, and we both came home with the stomach bug. Like, not once, but twice. We got, like, the bug, and then we got reinfected with it. She stopped sending us to, like, summer Bible school after that. I did go to CCD, though. I did do that. What do they do? Oh, man. Do you guys really want to know the religious trauma? Because I'll tell you the religious trauma. Nothing, like, bad. But, like, I begged my mom and my dad to transfer churches because they went into a church. They were members of a Catholic church, like the one they got married at, the one that they had always been like, you know, like part of for their whole life. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I promise it's not bad. But like I begged them to move because all my friends were at this church. I was like, oh cool. So we moved churches. I went to CCD, and then my fucking, what was it? I think she was like the headmistress or something. She like, we were having our picture day, and she goes, how often do you guys go to mass? And like at the time, Sister Eve was really, really sick. She was in the hospital a lot. So, I was like, oh, we try to go, but sometimes I have to go like at the hospital where like my sister is. And then she's like, well, then you don't belong here. I was like, bitch, the fuck? Like, so after that, I was like, girl, bye. Like, that's ridiculous. I would honestly say that was the extent of it, but it was like, you know what, that was honestly devastating. After, like, begging my family, I actually didn't tell my parents this until I was a lot older that this happened, because I felt so fucking guilty for, like, making them move congregations and shit. And I was like, oh man, this is fucked. I can never tell this. But yeah, that was the extent of it. I told you, it's not bad. It was just some lady who was disgustingly unwelcoming to people who didn't align with her views. Not a preach. But yes. It says DD-214 assuming early release? No. So, the way that my shit works, right, is, every 4 years, or, 4 years, every contract in the US military, at least the first contract, is 8 years. So I did 4 years active duty, so I have 4 years inactive reserve time. If I did 6 years, I would have 2 years inactive reserve time. So, it just kind of depends on what your job is, how long your training is. I don't know, there's a bunch of different factors that go into it. But basically, I signed a contract, 4 years active, 4 years, you know, IRR. So that's what we got. So it's not early or anything. It's just I have inactive time that I owe. And it ends in November. We're almost there. Actually, May, let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November. How many fucking months is that? To the day. Because it's the 27th, November 27th. It's a Friday. Oh my god, we're gonna party so fucking hard. It's a Friday. Um, I have heard of the French Foreign Legion, yes. Steven 65 now has a Kobe set. Apparently, that's on an EU site. And it's like 200 to ship it to the US because of tariffs. I mean, I could see if I could get it here. How much it would be. I did order a while ago. I'm still waiting for it to come in. A, camera for hand cam. So let me see. Oh, Allah. We need the... Oh my god, excuse me. Oh, I don't think... Do they ship to Norway? United Kingdom, Poland, Germany, European Union. We're not technically part of the European Union. I'm not technically part of the European Union. But, I'll check later. I don't want to waste time debating on whether or not it's European Union or not. Just curious, are the screens in the background displaying actual ship stuff? I mean, not really. There's like radar stuff right there. The sticky note behind me for VHF, that's a callback to me being a radioman. But it's kind of a futuristic take. Because we don't really, at least on the Lincoln, we did not have flat screens behind us, you know what I mean? Yeah. Didn't really have... I feel like, if I'm being honest, a flat screen on a pole, like what's in my background, would probably not be secure for C. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know, maybe it could work. People who are more well-versed in welding and shit can let me know, but I low-key feel like they would not be necessarily secure for C. It is not CIC, it's the bridge. 'Tis the bridge. CIC, you would have no windows. No windows, no sunlight, nothing. Nothing. The bridge between my heart. No, no, that's what it's called on a ship. It's called the bridge. But, yeah. CIC, literally, just, like, no... it's a skiff. So, a skiff means... fucking nothing. No sunlight. Absolutely none. You get to just sit there in the dark. Still with blue lights. The blue lights are accurate. You would have blue lights. Because you have to be tactical. But... Oh, man. The futuristic, because CVN 80 is still 10. Oh, shh. I know. What does the poppy flower mean in the US military? We will go over that, I promise. It's the same, or similar to Anzac, so if you have any, if we have any foreign friends in the chat, we use the poppy as well. The VFW just happen to have their own version of the poppy. We will absolutely get into that. I just want to make sure I don't think I got to everybody. You guys blew up the chat, damn. But yes, this past Monday was Memorial Day in the US, so we honored those who passed, either during their service, or I also include veterans who lost their battle to mental health issues, or anybody who lost their battle due to military, like, connected, or service-connected disabilities. But, yeah, so, just so we're clear, Memorial Day, not a time to thank veterans, not a time to thank active. It is a time strictly for those who were lost during their time in service. Or, as I said, I include people who succumb to service-connected illness. So, Yes, I decided last year we did a Memorial Day stream on Memorial Day, and it was great. Like I was able to talk to you guys about some people I lost in my unit, just 5 of them during a big helo accident. But this year, the homies in the group chat were sharing a lot of good memories and stuff like that, which I so appreciate, but it really hit me in the fifis, and so I wanted to just take the day and just reflect. So again, I appreciate everybody who kind of gave me that space on Monday. I know I talked about originally doing the stream then because I thought I was going to be good to go. That was not the case this year. I got hit in the fifis, but I do want to thank you guys for everybody who allowed me to have that space to kind of remember and reflect, and yeah, I appreciate that a lot. But we're still rolling with the original plan. We're still going to talk about that red flower that's on my jacket right now. We're still going to talk about Mr. Kenny, who we're still raising money for. If you guys see, we have a charity stream going on right now, and it is for the Patriotic Kenny Foundation. And Patriotic Kenny, we talked about him last week on the channel. He was a vet who really just, he committed his life to helping others and helping his community, and he started a very successful social media channel and presence, and he recently passed away last Monday or last Tuesday. It was the 18th, Monday. He had stage 4 lung cancer. But his foundation provides mobility aids to veterans in need because unfortunately there are veterans who either can't or don't use veterans benefits by the VA. The VA denies them for scooters or for mobility aids. So, that being said, his foundation is amazing. I am also going to quickly grab the website real quick and pin it at the top. In case you wanted to check it out, check out more. And yeah, there we go. Cool. You watched the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers? The Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, we can also go through that, because, I mean, this is kind of my late Memorial Day stream. We can watch that. It is the remains of soldiers who they could not identify. And Marines guard it now. 24/7 watch. It's actually a special duty billet for Marines. Excuse me. It used to be only male Marines. Recently, female Marines could take the special billet. But they like live and breathe Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. Like, they don't... It's, how do I describe this? Like, they essentially, like, live on site in Arlington. Yes. We can also watch that, too. But first, let's go over the Buddy Poppy. Was it Army? I thought it was always Marines. When I went there, it was Marines. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Am I tripping? Oh, no, it is Army. Oh, shit. Fuck me. It's Army. God damn. Oh, you know what it was? It's their covers. Their covers make me think Marines. No, I don't think. They have the flat top cover, you know what I mean? That I normally think, yeah, the Army is considered uniforms army. Yes, back in the day, back in the day when the Army had those dress blues, instead of the pink and greens, because that's the last time I was at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. This is how long it's been. They had like the blue uniform. Were they in the pink and greens? I'm curious now. But I can find a video for those who don't know what I'm talking about, and we can watch that. I just remember it being third inch. Dude, it's the fucking hats, man. It's the hats. That's why I'm so confident it was my fucking hats. No, you guys are right. It's the army. But yeah, what I still said is it's still a special duty. It's still a special duty billet. And women have now been included in that rotation. It used to be only male. Now women can serve that duty. First unknown transport from France aboard the Olympia. To their credit, the Marines stood guard for 24/7 in the journey and even lashed themselves to the rails during this. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Very cool. All right. Let's get into the buddy poppy, shall we? We're gonna go right here because I want to show you a quick video. Well, actually, maybe we should just talk about it first, and then I will show you the video. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me move myself to the middle of the screen here. Shit. So, first off, when I say VFW, I'm talking about the Veterans of Foreign Wars. It's a veteran service organization that is dedicated for veterans who served in combat. So I'm a member of the Veteran of Foreign Wars. There's also Veteran of Foreign Wars Auxiliary. Those are people who are related to the veterans in the VFW, and they help out with a lot of fundraising stuff. They help out with events and resources and stuff so that the VFW can do their work. The VFW does a ton of community work. There's posts all over the country. There's some posts that are dedicated towards a bunch of causes. Some dedicate themselves to mental health awareness. Some dedicate themselves to veterans who served in the U.S. military, but for some reason did not get their citizenship, and so getting them their citizenship. There's some that are work to get allied forces, like interpreters, citizenship in the U.S. What are some other ones I've seen? I'm mainly talking about like my own experience with some of these posts. Some posts focus on older vets, some posts focus on younger vets. Some posts do strictly community outreach, so they work with the local community, homeless, and folks in disadvantaged situations. So really it just depends on the post that you go to and the work that they do within the community. But yes, they mainly work within the veteran space. They are a big advocate for veterans when it comes to laws that are made or funding that has to go out. They're the ones who do a lot of lobbying and stuff like that. So a lot of good work that the Veteran of Foreign Wars do. Excuse me, I just... so they are very closely tied to American Legion, disabled American veterans, who are also some great VSOs. But anyway, anywho, so the Buddy Poppy, you might notice on my chest, I have this red flower over here. You can see it says Buddy Poppy. Wear it proudly. Yeah, check it out. Looks pretty sick. I like it. I like it. You may have seen people, if you're in the US, like, they sell them at, like, the grocery store or, like, just regular department stores and stuff. And it's, sometimes auxiliary members, sometimes VFW members that are selling them. But they are, based off of the poem In Flanders Fields. So, I'll read that to you. In Flanders Fields is by John McCrae. In Flanders Fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks so bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, through poppies grow in Flanders Fields. So, yes, so they were introduced before Memorial Day in 1922. They've been around for a while. And that was the first time that the VFW ever distributed these poppies. And it was during their, 1923 that they decided to call it the Buddy Poppy. And that's when they decided, okay, these things are going to be assembled by disabled veterans or veterans who are in need, and they would be paid for their work and compensated for their work. And so after that, the disabled veterans at a factory in Pittsburgh assembled the poppies. And then in that following year, so 1924, that's when they registered the name with the patent, the U.S. Patent Office, and that's when the VFW Poppy was born. So I am going to show you a quick video. I think you guys have watched this before with me, if I am correct, about how the poppies are actually assembled and who assembles them nowadays in current times. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's turn off Spotify. Spotify, go not. We're watching videos here. Yes, the poppy flower represents deceased soldiers or deceased service members. It is mainly for Memorial Day, closely tied to Anzac Day abroad, for anybody who has heard of that. They also have, it's, the red flower and poppy and everything. So, let's see here. Hold on, I want to make sure you guys will be able to hear. All right. Let me know how the volume is, because we're going to be watching a few videos. So I just want to make sure that we're not blasting people.
Our VFW legacy Buddy Poppy has been around since 1918. The Buddy Poppy itself commemorates our war dead. This tool was established to allow our posts across the world to talk about our VFW programs and what we do as the VFW, and then potentially receive donations. The donations received impact our communities. Over the last 3 years since COVID has hit us, we've had to look at new, innovative ways to assemble our Buddy Poppies. Our facilities across the country could not handle our demand. I reached out to Cottonwood Incorporated and asked them and said, hey, is the Buddy Poppy something that your workers can take on? And they met it head on in delivering a high quality product. We're able to send Buddy Poppies out to anywhere within 3 to 4 days, thanks to our friends at Cottonwood Incorporated.
Cottonwood provides services for individuals with developmental disabilities. Been in existence for 51 years. The work is important because it provides an opportunity for our individuals to earn a paycheck. Many of our workers have family members or association with people in the military, and they understand where this is going to provide help for.
I was raised by a World War II veteran. I have been around Buddy Poppies my whole life, and I am very honored to be able to do this for you guys.
My dad, he used to be in the Air Force. The poppies, I could probably do around almost 2,000 a day. I just like to do them to help the veterans out.
We gotta support the people who defend our country's freedom, not just our country's freedom, the world's freedoms. I knew what a poppy was from the World War I song in Flanders Fields, but I didn't know you could make plastic poppies and put them all together.
It's a feel good for them. They realize what they're doing, and it's just an overall feel good.
Our relationship with Cottonwood Inc. has been just a breath of fresh air. To be local within our Kansas City area, to have someone that we can actually talk to daily and see the smiles on the assemblers here at Cottonwood, very powerful, soul-touching relationship we have built together between Cottonwood Inc. and the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
The actual assembly of the Buddy Poppy is basically 3 components. It's the pedal, a stem, and a label with a brief message from the VFW. From that point, we bundle 10 of the individual flowers together, and we call it a bouquet, and then we package those in boxes. From there, they go all over the United States. In addition to working on these poppies for the veterans, we have a similar tie-in with the Department of Defense contract. At Cottonwood, we actually produce a cargo tie-down strap. The strap that we provide is used by all areas of the military, and we are the only facility in the U.S. that produces that strap. Military, Department of Defense, veterans, our people can relate to that, and it's a natural tie-in for us.
My grandparents were always members of the VFW in Ottawa 5901. I know where they have put their life on the line for us, and for me to be able to do this to help raise awareness and money for them, it's just an honor.
It is an honor to be doing this for this country, for the veterans. I mean, this is for you. Thank you for your service, and I hope you enjoy these little poppies.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna take this down real quick before I get some stupid shit that comes up. My stupid recommendations. It's all how it's made. But yes, there is. Did they post the? There's also a contest that they have for the Buddy Poppies, and I wonder if they posted that yet. No. Ooh, I don't think so. Can send a quick linky or a quick message to my friend and ask her if it's posted yet, but I don't know. Yes. But that is the well, that is the Buddy Poppy. There was also one more video. This is the problem with me. I click out of tabs because I'm silly. Big silly. Big silly. Thick. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Now I can't find it. And I know this is a while ago. But yeah, so that is the Buddy Poppy. It's something that I wanted to talk about just because, again, I'm a member of the VFW. It's something that is a big tradition for us. And also something that you would see if, you know, you saw some military family members honoring their fallen soldiers. Speaking of fallen soldiers, okay. Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. Changing of the Guard. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this one from PBS. This was from 11 years ago. Damn. But there's also What It Takes to Guard the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. Y'all wanna watch that too? Alright. So for those that were confused by the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, this is what we're talking about. So this is the tomb, and this guard will walk across these like carpet runway mats, and he stands in that little guard hut essentially, and they guard 24/7. So this is the changing of the guard. Means this dude is gonna come off a watch and another dude is gonna relieve him. Okay, I will also say it is normally a tradition that people are silent during this, so there's not going to be people talking. You know, feel free to chat. That's totally fine. But I didn't want anybody to be like, you guys shouldn't be chatting in chat. Like, okay, all right. It's all good. It's all good. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I am Sergeant Davenport of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, United States Army. Guard of Honor, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. This ceremony that you are about to witness is the changing of the guard. In keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, it is requested that everyone remain silent and standing. Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it. So what's essentially happening is this guy right here is inspecting. So they go through a full inspection before they take watch. Has anybody failed inspection during this? I would think not. Because crowds like this during the changing is, they're always there. Like, there's always a huge crowd. So I would imagine not. But I'm just thinking, I was like, oh shit. I would hate to be the one to fail inspection, and I would be the one for some dumb shit. But yeah, as you saw, like he put it down. It's complete. Everything is completely silent, completely.
Forward! 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 Halt! Forward! Forward! Reset. Oh!
Yeah, Brian is completely right. So the reason why it's guarded is exactly to show that like we don't forget the fallen and we don't forget those who sacrificed everything. Um I've mentioned this last stream when I was talking about doing a Memorial Day stream that if, you know, you are a veteran or you are a service member, there is actually a big push, especially on like Facebook or like community pages, to have veterans show up for other veterans who don't have family members. You can find some services in your area to donate your time to, because it's true that like, you know, this isn't the only person. Obviously this person lost their life in war, in combat, in a very horrific way, but it's you know, you know, it is an unfortunate reality that some people do pass without family. So this is just one of those unfortunate cases. But yeah, the whole reason for the amount of security and the display, I guess you could say, is to show that these people, their sacrifice is not forgotten, and that the country will honor it.
Port. Oh! Ready. Height. Pass on your orders.
Halt and order. 3 men as directed. Order. Act go.
Ready. Height. Reset. Oh! Height. Shoulder. Oh! Post. Height. Height. Forward. Forward. Guard. Out. All out.
All right. So, yes, that was the changing of the guard. That's what actually, who mentioned it earlier? Was it? Oh my god, I meant to who originally mentioned it. Didn't. Oh man. But yeah, I didn't really go into the whole forensics thing because I should have mentioned that this this person passed a very, very long time ago. And I think for the sake of letting the dead rest, they haven't, I don't know for sure if they've ever done it. But as far as I know, I don't think they've done anything forensic wise to identify this person or family members or anything. But yes, I did see another video of what it takes to be a guard, to guard the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. And this was 6 months ago by Business Insider. So, oh my god, please. Please. So this is fairly recent. Oh, okay, they are still wearing the blues. I don't know, because I know the army moved to like the pink and green, so I did not know. I did not know. So why don't we watch this, because there seemed to be a lot of interest. I didn't even think about doing a stream for Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, but I'm like pleasantly surprised that you guys are interested in this.
This is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Guarded 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's one of the most exclusive assignments in the Army, and one of the most difficult to attain. 19-year-old Private Joshua Beckman is about to take the uniform inspection test. It's one of 5 tests he must pass to earn the coveted Tomb Guard identification badge and officially become a Sentinel. Only 735 Tomb Guard badges have ever been awarded, making it the second rarest badge in the Army behind the Army Astronaut Badge. The active Sentinels
I actually did not know that,
every
damn.
detail of Beckman's uniform using a micrometer measuring down to the 64th of an inch. Passing the test will move Private Beckman one step closer to becoming a Sentinel. If he fails, he could be reassigned away from the tomb. Every year, about 4 million people visit Arlington National Cemetery near Washington, D.C. Every day, they pay their respects at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
There is this weird feeling that you get when you get out there. You have this feeling of bliss that's kind of hard to describe. You know, only a select few get to actually feel that.
The tomb honors unidentified American service members who died in combat.
For in death, as in life, an American needs no name to make him great.
Dedicated in 1921, the tomb contains the unidentifiable remains of 3 American soldiers killed in combat during World War I, World War II, and the Korean War.
Ah, it's 3, okay.
Tomb guards watch the tomb in all weather conditions: extreme cold, heat, and rain.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I am Sergeant Johnston of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, United States Army. Guard of Honor, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The ceremony...
Sergeant Kaylee Johnston is the only woman currently serving as a sentinel at the tomb, and one of only 8 women to ever earn the badge.
Present arms.
What is that like?
It's an experience. I don't feel any different than the guys that are here and that do the job, but it's definitely a realization when people are like, wow, only 8, and then I kind of take a step back and I'm like, yeah, wow, I don't realize such an impact that I have on like young women and stuff in the military or just civilians that come here and see, so.
Ready?
Also quickly, they might mention it, but this is the actual stat. 6 to 9 months training program that 90% of trainees do not complete.
Pace.
Was it hard to get to that sentinel role?
It was, yeah, it was very hard. There was times I didn't think I would make it, or if I didn't have it in me. But yeah, I definitely like pinch myself every day that I'm here. So.
Watch, they're gonna mention it just now
How's it
after
feel to be
I.
Amazing. It's a huge honor to be part of this board. I mean, the other soldiers that I've met throughout training, all the old tomb guards have come down and talked to us about everything. It's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to come down in the future with my children and show them the board.
Before they become sentinels, soldiers train for 6 to 9 months. With a 90% attrition rate, those accepted are allowed to guard the tomb on a temporary basis while they train and test to become sentinels. In the tests, tomb guards are evaluated on their performance guarding the tomb, an exhaustive amount of tomb knowledge.
When did the unknowns receive the Purple Heart?
7 August 1976.
And their uniforms. It all happens here, inside the tomb guard quarters, where Private Beckman is preparing for his uniform test to be graded by Sergeant Johnston.
So seeing that, I know what he's going through, so I do think about that when I'm grading him. But I don't miss that feeling. I don't miss the nerves. The nerves
I
of the
don't
day. They
blame
never
her,
go
man.
away.
I would not
Never.
miss that shit either.
Tomb guards in training start the day with a weapons strength test, simulating the ways they'll hold the nearly 12-pound rifle while guarding the tomb.
A lot of the reason we do the weapon strength is because even if you go to the gym all the time, it's awkward. You could lift 100 pounds in the gym and not be able to hold the rifle properly, sir. So the weapon strength really does build that endurance and the weird little small muscles that keep the rifle centered.
Beckman, are you testing tomorrow? Yes, sir. That kind of works out well.
Yeah, they get to see a test. So.
Okay,
So you're going to be the star of the next Business Insider video.
And then he's gonna fail.
Oh, damn.
We gotta be perfect.
I just want to clarify for anybody who's never been in the military. Okay, that poking and prodding and stupid fucking comments, that's all love right there. That they don't actually want him to fail. I just want to make that very, very fucking clear, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people here, like, either military members talk to each other or veterans talk to each other, and they're like, damn, you guys are horrible. And I'm like, yeah. It's all like sibling love, man.
I mean, standard is perfection down here. Of course, nothing can be tangibly perfect, but you can get it as close as you can.
Back in the tomb guard quarters, it's rare to see a guard doing anything besides working on his or her uniform and the components that go with it.
A lot of arts and crafts down here.
Arts and crafts.
Did you have much experience with
real.
alterations and steaming?
I did not. I learned how to sew a blouse here. I learned how to press a blouse here. Usually I had my mom do that stuff for me.
What does your mom think about all your new skills?
She is happy that she doesn't have to help me with ironing my clothes. I can kind of do it on my own now, so.
My mom said something similar. Okay, one thing about me is after the Navy, like, I definitely, like, I feel like I put a lot of, emphasis on how I present myself. So if my clothes are wrinkled, I'm going to steam them. I'm going to iron them. Before the Navy, I would have never done that shit. I asked my mom for an ironing board. She about fucking fell out of her chair. She's like, what the fuck you need what the fuck you need that for? I was like, I have to fucking iron my clothes. Like, we're gonna go see, like, at the time we were gonna go see my grandparents, and they wanted to go to church and they wanted to, like, go out and shit. And I was like, obviously I gotta look put together. I can't look like a bag of ass. So I feel that. That's where I feel my uniform is immaculate, but I can't do it all the time. That's fair. That's fair. My uniform was fucking always. I got hits for dumb shit, like dumb shit as in, like, I didn't know I earned a ribbon and they put it into NSIPs and they were like, you're supposed to have this. But, like, nothing like my fucking boots and my shoes when I wasn't working, because I am not polishing those every day when I work on a ship. But for uniform inspections, that shit was black ice, okay? You could see yourself in the fucking reflection. I made sure of it. Oh, man.
shining
darn
my
clothes
shoes,
do
so
feel
we have
nice,
patent
yeah.
leather shoes down here. We'll put coats and coats of polish on our shoes.
Black ice.
To get this nice finish that you see. It takes a lot of practice too to learn, because when you come down here, you don't know, like you might have some practices of shining shoes with like a microfiber, and then just forget all of that when you come down here.
At what stage?
So I would say, I don't. Anybody in the army can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they get coraframs, which are plastic shoes that kind of mimic like patent leather. So like, but in the Navy, like we can't have plastic shoes because they melt, and since everybody's a firefighter and the ship is just a giant fucking floating fire hazard, we get leather shoes that you have to shine with polish. So similar to these without the little, tippy tappies, the little clicks. But yes, if we have anybody who was in the Army or the Air Force, did you guys get issued coraframs, or did you get issued like actual leather shoes that you had to shine? I want to know, because I feel like when I talked to my friends in other branches, they were like, oh no, we got coraframs, we got plastic shoes. Yeah, it's in the middle of the ocean, but shit catches on fire all the time. Holy fuck. I have so many fire stories. It is ridiculous.
These shoes in terms of where you want them to be.
They need some work trying to get them.
I should add, since you're stuck out in the middle of the ocean, there's no fire department that's going to save you. So if there is a fire, everybody has to know how to fight it. So every sailor becomes a firefighter. And that also means that all of our fucking whatchamafucks, all of our uniform items are fire retardant. Never fire resistant, okay? Always fire retardant. I was taught to polish shoes like that. Yeah, my dad too. My dad was in the Army. He got issued shoes he had to polish. But I think recently, not super recently, like we're talking like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, like people were telling me they got issued coraframs because they were surprised that I got issued shoes I had to shine. Fire retardant versus fire resistant. One slows down the rate that it burns. That's retardant. To retard is to slow. So slow the amount that it will burn versus resistant means that it won't burn. I actually had, so a great fire story. I mean this with all, so I had some radio equipment that was UHF SATCOM, and it was from the Vietnam era. We were the last carrier to have it, okay? Nobody had this type of radio on board anymore. They got replaced by something else. So, I have ancient technology. What's going to happen with ancient circuit boards and ancient technology? After a while, you start smelling that smelly smell of electronics fires. If you've ever been near a Class Charlie fire, you know the smell. It's very distinct. So I'm sitting at my desk, right, tippy typing away. I'm talking to the USS Spruance. My buddy was on that ship, and he was the watch officer. And so I'm talking to my buddy, and I was like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Blah 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 blah." We're talking circuits, talking shit that he's having, and I smell the smell, and I was like, "No, not on my watch." This literally, my first thought is not on my watch, please. But it's not like a badass not on my watch. It's more like a, oh fuck, not on my watch. So I start smelling it, and I was like, nah, maybe I'm fucked up. Well, then one of my sailors comes up, and he's like, "Hey, I smell a Class Charlie fire." And I was like, all right, it's not just me. And so originally I was thinking it was one of the cards in the equipment that we had in like patching equipment. Electronic patching uses cards. So I figured it was one of those cards. I call my friend who's an ET, and I was like, "Yo, bro, like, yes, Class Charlie is electrical fire. Absolutely right." I call my buddies in ET. I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm smelling the smelly smell. Can you come over here? I'm fucking scared. ETs, just so we're clear, fix the shit that ITs break. So he fixed all the shit that I broke. So he comes over and he's like, oh, damn, bro. Like, I smell the smelly smell too. I'm like, shit. All right. Well, then we start going to feel around. So we have to feel around to see if like anything was hot. And sure enough, it's right behind my desk. It's the radios. We pull it out, or we don't pull it out. We de-energize it, so we flip the breaker. I call damage control. Damage control says, we'll send people up right now. I don't know why in the fuck they sent up the entire DC Central, okay? Because I have to check everybody in. I worked in a top secret space. So I had to like write down everybody who came through. Pain in my asshole. Then I tell my sailors, hey, go pick up that fire bottle and stand in front and get on fire watch. And oh my fucking god, bro. I don't know what they were teaching them in the locker. I'm just gonna call them out right there. 7 Bravo on my shit list. If you're on a carrier, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. They never taught them how to use a fire bottle, and I guess they like dumped that information from when they were on shipboard firefighting, when they went to school. Pick up the fireball. I wish. I needed a shot of fireball after this. So after I instruct my sailors on how to properly use and discharge a fucking fire bottle in the case that we have a ginormous fucking fire explosion behind my desk, they fucking, and they're still looking at me scared shitless. We call up, okay, DC Central comes in, a CWO4. She walks in, fucking, not the unicorn of all unicorns, Chief Warrant Officer 4. Chief Warrant Officer 5 is unicorn of all unicorns, but still a unicorn nonetheless. She comes in, she goes, what happened? And I was like, I have no idea. It just started smelling that smell, and we're not fucking around. So they said, did you cut the breaker? I'm like, yep, power's off, like it's tagged out, everything's good to go. So they get in there. My buddy is the ET, he's doing the IVV, which is checking to make sure that like there is no electricity running through the thing. It turned out that something on one of the cards sparked. It started arcing and sparking. And then it has like a honeycomb type filter in it, and it caught the filter. And it almost feels like a coffee filter. It caught the filter, and the filter was burning. That's fucking awesome. That was CASREPT, for those who know, which that sucks for everyone who has to fix it, aka my buddy who's the ET. It was CASREPT, and then in order to clear the casualty, they told us to turn it back on, re-energize it. Meanwhile, nothing had been fixed on it. I just want you guys to know, like, it was borked, like borked big time. We were on deployment. It could not be fixed. They said turn it back on. Guess what? Fucking 3 weeks later, to the fucking day, guess who has to call DC Central again? This time at least my sailors know how to use a fucking fire bottle. They come back up, that same CWO4. She comes up, she goes, what happened? I was like, they wanted to clear the CASREP, but they didn't fix anything on it because we can't get parts for it because it's fucking ancient. It's an ancient fucking radio. There's no parts left. Every other ship who has had this thing, we've already taken all of the parts from it. Like, we can't cannibalize anything. Like, this thing is borked. It's getting replaced anyway. But yeah, that's like my funny fire story. It's not really a fire, but it was about to be a fucking fire. I have less funny fire stories, like the Bombay Richard. And fucking, like, literally right after I left, the ship got big fire in the catapults. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of fire stories that I wish weren't a thing.
A little bit better to try to go out later this afternoon. Every day that you go outside, it'll destroy the polish. So especially in the heat, the sun will cook the oils, so you just have to constantly keep up with your shoes. I use kiwi for my build coats, and then sapphire
kiwi.
black for my shine coats.
Oh, that's fancy. I just use
Cheaters.
kiwi.
These are here, and you hear us click our heels. It's just 2 pieces of metal screwed in, and then we have the same on the bottom too. So before I'll go out, I'll color these with Sharpie, so it's black, and on the bottom we kind of roll.
The scary ones, there were like actually people who were seriously hurt, so that's not really a funny story, or like one that I think would be appropriate to share on stream.
On the outside of our foot, so we got that smooth walk, and you should just be gliding across. If you watch somebody's head while they're walking across the plaza, it should just be floating across in a straight line. That standard of perfection is always a few steps ahead of us, and we're constantly chasing that.
The tomb guards work in shifts, changing every 30 minutes during warmer months and every hour the rest of the year.
Bells, we'll see you out there.
I'll be there.
In the tomb guard quarters, it's a constant rotation of guards going out and coming in. On the plaza, the tomb guard marches 21 steps.
Are you talking about a catwalk? As I know women are usually taught the sexy way to walk. Right, they are not doing a catwalk. Or a horse walk. it's a little different. Oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, Debbie Rumack. Thank you. I hope I please let me know if I didn't say your name right. It's a type of walk that models do. Instead of like going like one foot in front of the other, they like cross their foot, so like the front foot, like you can see both feet. Whereas a catwalk, you have like you only see one foot, if that makes sense, at all times. If that makes sense. Yeah. So all the men in the Navy are just sexy walking. Then these guys are in the Army, so no. The Navy though, yes. Navy is sexy walking for sure. We're a little fruity, of course. Of course we fucking. Oh,
down
man.
a black mat, stopping to face east for 21 seconds. The guard then marches 21 steps to the other end. 21 represents the significance of the 21-gun salute, a distinguished military honor.
How hard is it hitting that exact spot and making it 21 steps?
It's actually pretty hard. You don't realize the big steps that you have to take, especially if you're shorter. So we call hitting blocks outside. When you're walking down the mat, it should be what we call 3 blocks. So the single block, 1 step, the bigger block's 2 steps. So really striding it out to hit those blocks outside.
Private Beckman isn't on the schedule today. He's about 12 hours away from his uniform inspection test.
The color's not going to change. It's the chest that's going to change.
With more than 100 possible deficiencies or gigs that can be counted against them, it's one of the most difficult
Gig
tests
line.
the trainees must face.
I'm sure that'd be fine.
Testing criteria-wise, it's all dependent on the grader. A grader could say, oh, this looks good. Another grader could say, oh, this looks like crap, like this sucks. So right here, I'd say it's fairly money, and then you gotta measure it from this
It's
side right here,
fairly
this
money.
edge.
This is such
You
a
gotta
Gen
measure
Z.
it to the gold again, and I'm
And
getting...
just to, again, he's 19, for those who did not hear. I just want to ring it home how fucking young these people are who do this, okay? 19. He's like, it's money.
15 ticks. Yeah, I've had this checked like 6 times by just like 6 different sentinels, so this is hoping this is gonna be right on the money.
Because the standard is perfection.
Yes, sir. All the time. Nothing but perfection, and then anything less than is you can't have it. Any trainee who doesn't meet the standard or doesn't
Hey, I'm Gen Z, technically.
actively try to meet the standard,
Elder Gen Z.
kick him to the curb.
Sentinels in training are held to high standards, but even more so are the sentinels themselves. The Tomb Guard badge can be revoked, which happens if it's determined a sentinel has dishonored the badge with their conduct during or after their Army service, which can occur after a criminal conviction.
Is the weapon
ever loaded in the context of guarding the tomb?
I can't disclose that, sir. That's something that we like to keep under wraps, just for, I don't know, the security purposes behind it, because we don't want anyone thinking that they can come on the plaza and do whatever they want, because they cannot. We will not let them.
Yeah, I have to. These are too big for me, so.
Tomb guards wear sunglasses, but not just to protect their eyes.
We have the sunglasses, so we can look around with our eyes as well, even though our head is straight forward. So I'm looking around with my eyes at that time, just making sure that I don't see anybody looking like they want to jump the chains and rails, or no one's being loud or disturbing the peace.
Our cameras did not capture any incidents, but many clips online like this one show tomb guards admonishing visitors who break the rules.
Remain behind the chains and rails.
Why'd you join the Army?
When I was a baby, it's probably not great parenting advice, but when I was a baby, my dad used to watch Band of Brothers while he was feeding me. So I grew up with the 101st Airborne, and I was looking at those guys, and I was like, man, that's cool. I was first day of in-processing into our battalion. They let us know, like, hey, the platoon sergeant's going to come up here, and he's going to ask if anyone here is interested. I was the only one who raised my hand, and he brought me down, showed me quarters. Here's Private Beckman, he's 6'3", and the assistant sergeant in the guard was like, yeah, it sounds good, we'll take him.
Like the 6'3" Beckman, most of the tomb guards we encountered are also tall, and that's by design.
Is there a height requirement?
There is a height requirement, sir. It's 5'10" for males and then 5'9" for females. It gives a good image for the U.S. Army. It shows that we have fit and disciplined soldiers.
Do you guys have like a sentinel or tomb guard basketball team?
We don't, but we should probably get on that.
The next morning, it's time for Beckman's uniform test.
Got some sleep last night, which was nice.
How much?
Probably not enough. You'll get your entire ensemble of
Fucking
uniform
real.
items. You have
I would
to
spend
put it
so
all
much
together
time
in
on
a
my
way
uniform.
that keeps it.
I would spend so much fucking time before uniform inspections. Mind you, there is no reason. There is no fucking reason for, you know, spending that much time, because I only did one funeral detail and then one like Pearl Harbor Memorial ceremony. So those I spent, I would say, like a good fucking week working on my uniform. But like currently 24 hours no sleep and 2 monsters. Honestly, that's the diet. That was the move.
Integrity, you just stand there for however long, just having the sentinels judge every little thing on your uniform, and they will find every little thing. Like, I thought I was getting a little detail. No, these people are nuts.
What is that?
This, sir?
Yeah.
This is our fat man's belt. We don't wear traditional belts. We wear this to in place of belt and provide back support. Now I'm gonna be here for the next hour. No moving.
Do you have coffee or anything?
I wish.
Alright, tell me if it starts burning your arm.
No, again. Complete the flat mount. Pains only in the mind.
Cringe.
Pains only in the mind.
Alright, Beckman, you're gonna be taking uniform test for test 2.
Are you ready?
That wasn't necessarily funeral detail. I did a burial at sea. Not the traditional funeral detail like Baron was talking about.
Sure. Feel okay? I feel okay. Yeah, I got pass out or anything. If I will, I'll tell you.
The deadpan cringe.
The inspection is scheduled to last about 40 minutes. The sentinels take note of any perceived deficiencies or gigs that might be.
Burial at sea is kind of what it sounds like is they essentially have a funeral at sea. So at least on my ship, what would happen is someone would request a burial at sea. There are a few types of different people who would be eligible for a burial at sea. Veterans, I believe, in some cases, dependents, politicians, let's see, I'm missing people. Gold Star family members. I feel like I kind of said that with dependents. But yeah, so basically they request it through the VA. We go out to sea. Normally it's done like during an exercise when like we're not actually on deployment or anything like that. Chaplain will come, they read their last rites, do a full 21 gun salute, the whole thing, and yep, they get in their coffin, just pushed off the side, weapons elevator, and yep, burial at sea, and they go down. So yeah, that's it's exactly what it sounds like.
Be counted against him.
They're still pretty bare bones.
At about the 35-minute mark, Beckman appears to feel faint.
It's hot as shit. I bet. Like that. If their uniform is like ours, like that is wool.
It was getting that. It was like if I don't take a seat, I'm gonna drop, and then I face plant into a table, and that would not be very Tomb Guard of me.
No. And it's hot as shit in DC, like in the summer too.
We're talking amongst like just sentinels, wondering if we should finish his test, due to him not being able to stand that long. So that's another requirement, is that he should be able to meet that stand. So yeah.
What happened?
He just is feeling lightheaded, feeling a little dizzy.
That's a major. We're probably going to cancel the test at this time.
Yeah.
And then he'll be able to test again at a later date. But I mean, it's probably unsafe for him to go out the door later today, and that's part of the testing
I
requirements.
don't know, man. That looks like a
let
wool
alone just
fucking coat.
he did stand. I mean, that's one of the major things. You have to stand at attention for that time. So he's a major gig at this time.
Don't lock your knees.
All right, Beckman. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to continue testing you. Not an easy decision, because we want you to take test 2, but with you feeling the way you're feeling, we can't send you out the door confidently. And not being able to finish the whole stand of the uniform test. We know it's a long time, but you know, it's just the way it is. Everyone has to do it. Everyone has to go through it.
If I were to, I don't know what that makes. Never mind. I don't know.
You're good. Beckman, you'll be taking test 2 again soon, eventually. Just relax.
So,
we're just looking out for you.
Make sure you
Drink water. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, not getting proper sleep the night before. And if he did, listen, if he didn't get proper sleep, he did that 2 monster combo. I guarantee your heart's fucking racing after 400 milligrams of caffeine, my dude. Like, I'm not fucking surprised.
How much time did he have left to stand at attention?
I'm not gonna lie, he probably only had not even 5 minutes. I was almost done.
That sucks too.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
It's my fault. I'll own it. I should have taken more time for myself this 4-day and eaten and done more to prepare my body, not just focus entirely on the uniform. But you know, failure happens. This place, failure is very common. So being able to reanalyze it, come back in it next.
Not
next
rolling
test
him
with
either. I think that's what he was concerned about.
Of things I need to do is, we're gonna be good. We're gonna have a good test. So,
the sergeant told me that you only had about 5 minutes left.
Why would they tell him that? For the fucking drama?
Definitely, failing sucks. It's not something that anybody says they like doing.
Damn.
Or that they enjoy, but I'd rather fail at the beginning.
Gut punch. No, seriously, that's some shit that, okay, like, you let him get over his you know, I guess his fail, right? And then like 2 days later at dinner time, your buddy was like, hey man, you know you only have 5 minutes left. And everybody starts laughing, okay? But tell it, damn, right after, just, oh, fuck.
And know what I failed at, and then come at it better, then let's say I were to get the entire way through the day, get everything done, and then fail.
After failing the uniform inspection, Beckman will not walk as a tomb guard for the rest of the day.
Forward! March! Hold up!
Instead, performing duties like moving a chain to allow the guards to enter and exit the plaza.
I was a sailor. I was a sailor for 4 years. I served on board the USS Abraham Lincoln. I did 2 deployments, one Middle East and one Westpac deployment, and I did RIMPAC, and the work up in between that.
Very unfortunate, but like I said, we'll take it, we'll learn from it, we'll get better. I'll get the gigs from my uniform today, and then we'll use that to make sure my stuff's perfect next time.
Hey.
40 days later, Beckman got his second chance. This time, he passed.
Yay! He passed!
He's back on the plaza, guarding the tomb. And his journey toward officially becoming a sentinel continues.
Okay, so somebody asked, has anybody ever had a bird poop on them before?
Yes, I have actually had a bird poop on me. It actually hit me in the back. It was super embarrassing. I just wanted to finish the walk. I wanted it to not ruin my uniform, so I was hoping that it would come out. It did, thank goodness. I mean, it's just kind of a testament to not letting anything phase us outside, so.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
Why are you moving?
Okay, well, oh my god, stop. We're not going back to boot camp. As I say that I see Chief Kala, and the Navy boot camp pops up too. Oh man. Respond. Yes, Chief. No, Chief. Maybe, Chief. Alright. We're gonna go boot camp. Oh, yeah, boot camp. I feel like we've watched that before. Some of you have seen the yes, Chief. No, Chief. Maybe, Chief. Say something. Respond. I actually saw it become a meme like outside the military community, and I kind of shit my pants a little bit because like it's like, oh damn, that's kind of crazy. Old RDC went mainstream. Oh man, let me turn on our tunes back again. I don't really have any more whatchamacallit videos for us today. What's boot camp like? How's the best way to describe it? The funniest place that you can't laugh. A lot of yelling, a lot of push-ups. As far as the Navy goes, you do firefighting and damage control, so that's a lot of fun. I love damage control. Do they water you at water boot camp? No, the closest we got was something called an ice cream social, which is technically not allowed. An ice cream social is when your RDC, which is what we call our drill sergeants in the Navy, recruit division commander, puts like a gallon of ice cream, like I'm talking like the cheap store brand ice cream, like the Walmart tubs, in the middle of the room, and they beat you. I say quote unquote beat. That's what we call like drilling, I guess you could say. I don't know. They make you work out. They make you work out until the ice cream melts. Check message challenge. Okay, alright, I will. Also, I'm so sorry for those of you who have been sending stuff to messaging talent. I don't know why my Discord tags are just such shit right now. Oh, very nice. Okay, some more I like those. Okay. No, we didn't get to eat the ice cream. You forgot firefighting as soon as... Oh, man. I'm gonna leave these in the chat for people who want to go see them, for those who are not in our wonderful Discord. But I am going to drop those links in there if you wanted to see the YouTube videos that I was tagged in. Thank you for those. Those are very cool. I just wanted to give a little bit of time to yap before we cut out for the night. Kind of like how the Marine Corps gets sugar cookie. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess they do get sugar cookied, huh? Because they go through the crucible. The only people I've heard of getting sugar cookied, like, in the Navy are, like, SEALs, and, aircrew, and who are those other fuckers? Rescue swimmers. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, man. Never got sugar cookied. I don't know. I feel like it's not quite like that. Not quite like that. Sugar cookied is when you, like, they make you go in the water and then they make you roll around in the sand. Excuse me. The Crucible is their final test. So it's like the, like in the Navy we have battle stations. I can't really talk about battle stations. You sign an NDA. But it's like a final test of literally all of your skills. Let me pull it up because I am not well versed. I've heard Marines talk about the Crucible. I don't know everything it entails. 54-hour event. I don't know why I thought it was longer. I thought it was 3 days. Okay, but it's 54 continuous hours with only about 4 hours of sleep total, over 45 miles by marching, combat resupply drills, casualty evacuations, team building obstacle course. But yeah, it's a test like critical thinking, small unit leadership, that type of thing. That doesn't sound too bad. I don't know, man, because you got to think like, all right, the tough part about those events. So the the sugar cookie. Okay, that'd be like the Crucible doesn't sound that bad, bruh. Sugar cookie, no, it's just annoying, and it, like, you know, you get on your skin and shit like that, and it's like chafing and get a nasty rash. I did it with just Irreverent Warriors. They decided that they wanted to go it's the oceanside hike, just run in the water and just fucking roll in the sand after we were done with our hike. And so I said, fuck it, like, yeah, why not? I'm stupid enough to do that. So I fucking did that, and it sucks because it's like the chafing. It's like now your skin is literally like fucking sandpaper, and it's like rubbing sandpaper against each other. It's not. After a long period of time, it would be. The Crucible sounds like a slightly inconvenient camping trip. That's honestly what Battle Stations is, but a cruise. Battle Stations is just a slightly inconvenient cruise where everything goes wrong. Oh, man. Oh. I think I would enjoy it knowing what I know now, but Battle Stations was rough just because, like, you don't get a lot of sleep for the, you know, well, at the time I went through boot camp for 8 weeks. I think now it's 10 weeks, because they added extra stuff. But, like, for 8 weeks, you're not getting a lot of sleep, and you're kind of running on fumes for those 8 weeks, and then you have to do, like, a 24-hour event. I think the funniest part for me, now looking back on it, is I had to go in for my interview after Battle Stations. Literally right after Battle Stations, they came in to do my security check, and I was pissed Because I was so fucking tired. She's asked me all these questions about my employment history, and of course I had like a million fucking jobs and other shit when I was a teenager, so I'm trying to go through all those. She's like, are you sure? Your recruiter didn't write any of these down. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm letting you know so that you don't find it later that this is exactly what's going on. Hell Week is SEALs. Navy SEALs. Most fun you never want to have again. Is that true? Yeah, I would say. I was in IT, but I did comms. Radio side IT. So I did their communications watch officer. So I made it all the way through for the top like qualification that you can for radio. And I was just about dudes. I was getting out of the Navy and they wanted me to go sit Combat Systems Officer of the Watch, which is like that's big boy. That's big boy watch, and I was not prepared for big boy watch. The last month they wanted me to sit it and I'm like, oh, fine. No. I'm trying to get out. Ugh. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I loved my job. I will say, but I miss the clowns. I just don't miss the circus. If you get what I'm putting down. I thoroughly enjoy my time outside the Navy. Yeah. I have no regrets. No regrets about getting out. Actually, the homies hit me up, not even like even before Memorial Day. They want to come out to Norway, so that'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. You're throwing shapes and I'm catching them. Oh man. Oh. I think for the rest of the night, because my brain is doing that thing again, right? Where like my brain won't stop. I have to turn on fucking whatchamafuck again tonight. How It's Made. I work. That's what I do. I wanted to live abroad, so I took a job abroad. Which I feel like a lot of people think is harder than it is. But it's not. It's not. I got back from a call. You got a call from your master sergeant. Oh man. Are you in trouble? Ooh. I like to watch High School Navy with even. Oh my god. You mean like me in high school applying for the Navy? Well, dude. Oh. McMap. No, whatchamafuck. My school did not have a lot of people who were joining the military out of, like, right out of college. So when I expressed that I took interest, I actually didn't enlist until, I had already graduated and stuff, and I had, like, essentially had my summer. I started the enlistment process, like, before graduation, but I didn't, like, finish it completely. But, like, essentially, they just, like, brought the recruiters in, and they were like, oh, High School Navy is an anime. I'm like, what is High School Navy? Fucking NROTC? Or JRN or is it Junior? JRNROTC. Say that 5 times fast. Well, I know, like, Air Force, like, Civil Air Patrol. I think Junior Navy ROTC is called Sea Cadets, technically. Yeah, they do have a buddy program, but I will say I am not a recruiter. I do not endorse nor discourage people from joining. I just simply talk about my own experiences. So I just want to make that clear. I want to make that clear, okay? I'm not telling anybody that they should or shouldn't. I am just talking about my experience. Where some students stole the Yamato class batch for a tour. Oh man. Well, take care of your nephew. Thank you for stopping by. Oh man. The concept of a JROTC, honestly real. Unless ROTC on his 18th birthday, he was determined to get in. Honestly, if I had gone to college, that's probably what I would have done to pay for college. But I decided to join, and now I'm in college. Speaking of which, I only have 3 more months. That is very exciting. I'm in World Civilizations now. So a history course. Thank God. Thank God. I'm back. I'm back. I'm not doing my math course anymore. Man, I was this close, okay? I was this close to fucking posting on Twitter, PEMDAS my ass. I am so bad at math. I might do it now, just to, but yeah. Oh man. ADHD brain was like, nope, after high school. Was like, fair. Fucking fair. I suck at math. Absolutely suck at math. Hello, Burst of Fire. It never gets better. I don't know what it is. Like, I did good the first few weeks where it was just like, it was Algebra 1. It's just like basic stuff like solve for x, combine like terms. Okay, I can do that shit all day. But I was so mad. I was so mad. As soon as we started getting into formulas, I suck. I suck at it. I don't know why. And I feel like I was doing the proper order of operations and everything. I guess not. I guess not. Still in a STEM. Still in a STEM major, but I only had to take 1 math class. And thank God. And thank God. Thank God. The embodiment of the risk I took was calculated, but man, I'm bad at math. No, seriously. Seriously. You don't need to be a painter to appreciate art. You don't have to be good at it to suck at math. Honestly, you know what? Fair. I literally just needed this 1 math class, and that was it. I fulfilled my requirement. We're good. We're all good. I wanted to be an engineer until I got to... Can I just tell you, I've never taken a calculus class in my life, okay? I'm that stupid at math. Like, actually stupid. Like, I understand math concepts in the sense of, like, if you apply them to, computer science, fine, perfect. Let's go. Like, I can do that all day. You want me to make some shit in Python? Make some shit in Python. Fine. But the minute you take it out of, like, a concept, I guess you could say, like, the minute I can't, like, conceptualize it to something, like, that is when I start fucking up. That is where we have issues. Severely. And, like, I don't know. I thought I was doing everything. I watched so much Khan Academy. I watched so much Khan Academy. It was like I was right back in school. Minus my mom yelling at me. Otherwise, it would have been... If I had my mom yelling over my shoulder that I was doing math wrong, okay, then I would have, like, the complete, like, trifecta, essentially. It would have been perfect, okay? Would have taken me back to the good old days. However, I did not. So it was just me and Khan Academy and just like white knuckling my my quizzes and my tests. You'd recently got an email from him. Pretty much the only way I finally got the grasp cosine sine tangent. Oh, excuse me. Real. Don't ask me to do a geometry. My God, geometry proof again. I swear, my geometry teacher. My mom didn't believe me until my brother, who was like ridiculously good at math, went through her geometry class and like was getting horrible grades. I kept telling her, I was like, Mom, this teacher is handing us packets and just sitting on her phone. Like, she gets paid to sit on her fucking phone and do nothing. I don't know how to do a geometry proof. And so, like, she would have to, like, teach me. She's like, I don't understand what the issue is, blah, 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 just hiring tutors and shit like that. And I was like, no, the issue is my teacher. My teacher doesn't teach us shit. Finally, 2 years later, when my brother got the same geometry teacher, she fucking apologized to me because she fucking realized that I wasn't fucking bullshitting her. That, like, this teacher was genuinely just, like, slapping a packet on her desk and saying, like, okay, good fucking luck. Have fun with triangles, bitch. Like, man. Hey, what's up, Bullock? But, like, yeah, don't ask me to do any of that shit. Sine, cosine, tangent. You guys are lucky I know what a fucking hypotenuse is at this point. Like, I suck at math. Suck at math. Thank God my trig teacher was... She wasn't even a trig. This was Geometry 1. This was, like, high school CP class. She had one job. One job. And it was to get her ass up to that board and teach us how to do geometry. And said she'd slap a paper in front of us. And then I would get shit grades. Absolute fucking ass grades. My trig professor was not the best. Yeah. What you said, mathematicians who tie... Oh, bodies so cheap. Sorry, I need you to investigate... Yeah, this was 8 years later. Oh my god. It's not a real teacher. She only did it for the money. Man, I don't even know if she's still employed. I'm genuinely curious, but also I don't want to know because that'll just piss me off. Because then I'll be like, why the fuck do I work so hard in my life when I could just be a teacher handing out packets and dicking around on my phone all fucking day? Basically a glorified babysitter. Don't ask you to figure out literal rocket science. No, don't. Like, actually don't give me any maths. Like, oh... Deadass failed math so fucking badly throughout high school. I literally couldn't start taking any science courses at my local community college without passing remedial math at a C or higher. Barely passed those online from home without cheating and not getting caught. After that, I gave up on college education because I didn't want to waste... Okay, can I tell you? I had to fucking... I had to take a placement course for college, and I put it off until the last minute because something about a math test just it makes me get the nervous shits, okay? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, okay? It's bad, okay? I get fucking... That's how anxious I get with math. So, finally, they were like, hey, we can't get you into any science or math courses until you take the Accuplacer. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. Alright, I'll take this Accuplacer. So, I get on Khan Academy again. Trusted. Bless that man. Thank him for his service, truly, because... So I get on Khan Academy, and I'm going through, like, you know, just the basics. The Algebra 1, Algebra 2. Just to kind of refresh my memory. I fucking crashed out so many times. Let me tell you. Keep, change, flip? What the fuck is that? And then I also had to get into geometry too, which of course we've already been over, that I know shit for fuck about geometry. So it was so bad. I stayed up all night. I went to work. I sat there nervous as shit the whole day at work. Then I take the pre-test or the pre-questionnaire, which basically asks you how long it's been since I took a math class. So of course I write down, like, it's been 6 fucking years since I've taken a math class. Like, they ask you a whole bunch of questions, and that's That's what helped guide your score. I think that was my saving grace. Okay, I don't think I actually did well on the AccuPlacer. They said I did really well. Okay, I didn't have to take any remedial classes, but at the same time, I think it was that pre-questionnaire that saved my ass, because they factored in that I had not taken a math course or had not done math, proper math, since, since high school. So, I mean, this course was like a business math course, so it wasn't too bad. What really fucked me up is like the formula for APR, calculating APR, fucking questions about taxes. Oh, fuck my life. Ever-changing. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much, Ever-changing Identity. But yeah, it is just something about math formulas. Okay, the formulas are my issue. But I didn't take any math course in community college and went with an English degree. Fair. But even that was complicated. I should have switched to history. Oh, man. I'm definitely interested because I think I told you guys, I am thinking about doing my master's degree while I'm still on the kick. I am definitely interested to see how well I do with that. Because I won't have to take any math classes, and I won't have to do anything, crazy, but I don't know, chat. I don't know. The thesis is gonna kick. That's the part that, I mean, I can write. I like writing. It is just the sheer amount of writing that I will have to do for fucking thesis. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Oh, man. Expect me to be discreet, but use continuous tools all the time. Oh, man. Ugh. I cannot. I hope to never take another math class in my life. Knowing my my god kid though, and her parents, they are also not good at math. I might be on homework duty when I go back to see them. And that is the point where she will realize Auntie Eve can't do math. Like fucking at all. I remember, do you guys remember those like math minutes too? Did you guys do those in school where they'd like put a bunch of multiplication tables in front of you and you had to fucking you had to do as many as you could in like 5 minutes? Dude, oh my god, talk about nervous shits right there. If you get into ID, you'll have to write. I know, I can write SOPs. Like, I write SOPs. That's, like, my favorite thing to do is to write SOPs. Thank you for the follow, Warm Sushi. I'm tripping over my words. Oh, man. Yeah, don't make me, don't have me, absolutely not. I should not be helping anyone with their math. SOPs is in standard operating procedure. It's just like if you're like setting up or like you have configurations for something, how to put in the configurations. So I don't mind writing those. Don't mind writing documentation because my feeling, okay, in my brain is when I write the documentation, that means that like I can tell people, hey, there's a SOP for that. Go read the SOP. And if you have questions, then you can ask me. It means it doesn't fall on me anymore, essentially. Rise of the Army, what's up? What's funny is I'm great at math, hate doing it, good at it, mainly in relation to taxes and business. Man, I should have called you and said, hey, can you help me with this shit? Oh, man. No, not SAP. SOP. Standard Operating Procedure. I also didn't do too bad in my technical writing course. Given I did have somebody who was a technical writer. He was in the Air Force prior, and then he was a technical writer for one of the, you know, one of the companies, if you know what I'm talking about. So that helped. That's probably why we did so well. But even on my individual stuff, I didn't do too bad. Sapo mode. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I feel like if I write something, that means like I can tell people to fuck off, essentially. And just, hey, there's a SOP for that. Please go. Please go look at that. No, it was this past week that I took my final. But to be fair, I think I only had like one question about taxes. Out of 32 questions, it was a lot of questions about investments. What else? What else? There was only one question about APR, thank God, and I got it wrong. Of course. Of course. It was a lot of trade discount. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah. Yeah, business related stuff, but I wonder if I got graded on my discussion post too. I had to fight through the AI discussion posts. Oh, will never not be annoying. Oh shit! I went to go check. I made the dean's list. Yay! Makes you subconsciously pay your taxes. I'm definitely not delusional. This is the PSYOP. I don't... Listen, there's only two things guaranteed in life. Death and taxes. I don't like either of them. No, but, what the fuck? This is true. Unfortunately. A TurboTax sponsorship win. Everybody gets free TurboTax. Oh man. Oh shit. No. No. Watch Chief to pay down. Is there a taxes simulator? It's time to play. Is there a simulator for that? I'm looking it up. Because I just gotta know. Taxes simulator. There's something called the tax game. No, there's no simulator to pay your taxes because turns out nobody wants to fucking do. Oh man, I don't believe any single math major or professional mathematician out there is genuinely wakes up with the crack of dawn excited to do math in general. Actually, I do know somebody who like gets up and is fucking excited to do math. It's my neighbor. My neighbor growing up, he went to Cornell. He's a physics major. And super fucking brilliant guy, but he is like Rick. Like exactly like Rick from Rick and Morty. Growing up, he always had like a coffee cup that had, you know, some sort of drink in it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It definitely had adult drinks in it. But I'm talking 8 a.m. Okay, this man was already, he was up and he was ready to go. But he tutored everybody in the neighborhood because he was a stay-at-home dad. His son was special needs, so I think he like that is what he wanted to do. You know, he wanted to be out there and like you know, using his brain in a way that was different from like a stay-at-home parent. So he would just tutor all the kids. Again, brilliant guy, but literally Rick from Rick and Morty. But he was very excited to do math. Honestly, like I probably could have messaged him and said, "Hey, I'm in a math class. Can you help me with my math course?" Because he has helped both Brother Eve and Sister Eve master literally every science and math course that they've been through with fucking flying colors. But yeah, me though, I did not. I did not utilize him as a resource in high school because I was working all the time. I get home from school and then I go to work. So, unfortunately, I had different priorities. I told you guys this, I was a shitbag at school. I did not take it as seriously as I should. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. But, yes. Teaching's a whole different beast. People who are good at math or teaching have two talents. No, seriously. Fucking seriously. It's just so bored in high school math. Real. It wasn't that I was bored. It was just, I don't know. I look at the paper and I think, I don't know. I could write fucking, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," fucking a million fucking times. And I was still manage to mix it up. I don't know what it is. I could not tell you. It makes, like, actually 0 sense to me. Oh my god. Jump scare. I didn't have my thing muted and I wanted to go to my Twitch. Oh man. Yeah, mechanical engineering is... That's why I call myself a fake engineer whenever I say that, like, I did, like, network engineering, because, listen, there was barely any math involved in that. It's just all configurations. So, I don't know. I feel like whenever I hear engineer, I'm like, fucking math. All math. Math all day, every day. Math. As a math major, I must throw shade towards other stuff. Oh, PEMDAS never worked for me. Oh, please excuse my dope-ass swag. Good morning, hello. I'm well-versed in steam-powered tech. You're a train nut. Hell yeah. I'm popular take, but if I was one professional field that we had to choose to be fully automated by AI without any of the potential cons, that'll return to bite mankind in the ass with a burning vengeance. It's and all forms of math. True. Honestly, true. Fucking true. Because you can definitely tell who did... So the discussion posts of this course, like, there were some that involved, like, hard numbers and, like, doing the math, but also, like, nuanced concepts. So, like, for example, alright, one of these discussions... Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It asked you... Shit. It asked you, like, it had 2 investment options, so invest $10,000 in a mutual fund retirement account that generates a fixed total annual return of 7%. Assuming the broker charges a 2% commission, you will receive 5% and the broker will receive 2%. Option 2, invest $10,000 in fixed CDs that generates a fixed total annual return of 5%. There's no broker commission. So obviously if you did the math, okay, you'd have the same amount of return, but the part that they want you to nuance is the fact that there's a broker, and that a broker can help you invest your money in different ways depending on your risk factors and a whole bunch of other things, you know. So like that, there's like nuance in that, and then you could tell like who actually read the material versus like people who just like took the ChatGPT answer in that. And then, like, sometimes you could tell it was a fully ChatGPT answer, and ChatGPT would come up with two different numbers, even though the hard math was the same for both option 1 and 2. So I don't know, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Doesn't help that science too. You have to think you're safe from regular math in school. Got to do with math and physics. Oh man. Yeah, the broker also takes commission on any account they made. Yeah, it was only talk about this one account that you would have. Like, you would open an account with a mutual fund retirement account. Because, like, so essentially what I said, this is not financial advice, by the way. I'm not a fucking financial advisor or anything like that. Essentially what I said, right, is if you're opening a retirement account versus a CD is going to be like 10 years versus retirement is 50 years. So if you want somebody to adjust for risk over 50 years, you should probably go with option 1. If you're just trying to, like, get, like, a down payment for something, or, like, you know, a short-term investment or shorter term investment, option 2. Put it all up. Oh my god. But yeah, it said, like, using the compound interest formula. And then, so ChatGPT, you could tell, again, because it would pull out some random fuck-ass formula, not even the compound interest formula, and just, I don't know, man. I don't know. You could tell. You could tell. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. That's why I have up on majoring in my dream field of biology and dropping out of community college 3 times the summer of 2024, majoring in dream field of biology. I took a biology course when I was actually back in the States. You guys heard about it. I don't know, you know, given, okay, the last time I took a biology course was in high school. I don't know why. You could tell how fucking, I'm as deep as a kiddie pool, man. Because I was surprised by how much chemistry was in this Bio 100 course. Given, I should think about that. You know, like, okay, like, biology has a lot to do with chemistry. They, like, hold hands and skip down the aisle. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know. I had surprise Pikachu face. I was like, damn, I cannot escape chemistry. I purposefully did not take a chemistry. Oh, man. Too funny. Been staring at this problem for a few hours now. Well, definitely do not ask me, because fuck it if I know. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, it is about that time, my friends. It is already, like, 11:15 where I am. I should probably get to sleep. She's talking about how I am not telling anybody how to evade taxes, okay? I am not. Okay? I'm not. I is not. But anyway, I think we're gonna raid Allie. She's doing karaoke. Jimmy Jams time. Just listen to her beautiful singing. But, okay. You guys know the drill. If you don't and you're new here, we do a quick little Liberty brief before I send you off on your way to the next streamer, who's also a VFle member, so please go say hi to her. So excited. But Liberty Call. Remember, folks, don't make a life. Don't take a life. Don't add or subtract to the population. If you're driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive. And if you find yourself in jail, establish dominance as quickly as possible. And I will see you guys next week. I don't know what we're gonna do. Honestly, Paralives started their early access, and I'm interested. I don't know. We could do Seafarer. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want on Message to Talent or Twitter. But yes, I will see you guys later. Bye!
Thank